Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. Today guys, we are checking out Justice League, RWBY, Superheroes, and Huntsmen Part 2. That is an extremely long title, that's a mouthful. Official trailer that dropped a little bit ago today. Now remember when I heard about them crossing over RWBY and Justice League in comic form, and I thought that was interesting, kind of a weird crossover, but whatever. Then they announced they were doing an animated film, and it ended up being Part 1, and then of course now Part 2. And so I remember watching Part 1, and in my review, I said that I thought overall it was a pretty solid film. They did a really good job for people who have not heard of RWBY or any of those characters or seen anything of RWBY. They did a pretty good job in terms of setting up Remnant, the grim, the evil, villains or whatever, the creatures they have to fight. And of course, how the Justice League got there, and all that kind of stuff, and their changes, their looks definitely changed, of course, going into Remnant. I think overall it was a pretty solid film. There was some issues in terms of some Justice League characters really didn't get a lot to do or whatever, which is a problem. But overall, I had a decent time with it. Now we have Part 2. Now it was clear, based on Part 1, that there was something more to do. Obviously, with the title Part 1, it was obvious. But we'll see what happens here. We'll see what they do here. I'm curious to see where we're going to go, because we did see an image that was released, I believe, at Rooster... What do they call it? I don't even know what, whatever they call their con they have each year or whatever. They released an image of Wonder Woman, Black Canary, and somebody else standing with Yang. So we're definitely going to the Justice League world in this movie. So let's jump to it now, guys. Let's check out this trailer. Let's see what they show us with Part 2 of Justice League RWBY crossover. Let's jump in. Let's see what they show us. Let's go. I've been rambling too much. Right away.
We need your help.
Oh, the Grimm are there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How did this happen so quickly?
Oh, okay. This makes sense.
Really?
Yes, really.
I had the weirdest.
So how'd the Grimm get there?
It wasn't a dream. We were in Kilgore's digital world.
And he got away. We need to stop him.
He's working with someone stronger, someone smarter.
So, what do we do?
Wait, did they reveal who that was?
You know, it's bad all over, but why does it feel like they have it out for us?
I mean, right, me
Good
too.
to see you again, Ruby Rose.
Clark!
Here,
Interesting.
is Superman.
I like that they're crossed over to their world too.
I feel
I like they look a little different. They're very close to what they look like in the RWBY in their actual world, but yeah.
Our world hangs in the balance.
Okay.
What is that?
They made a new Grimm.
Ooh. Okay.
The Grimm have evolved.
Adds to the stakes.
They're sort of powered to fight us.
We can shift to our weaknesses. How are you doing this?
That's interesting.
Whoever is working with
Kryptonite.
what they're doing.
Ooh. I'm liking the designs of the Justice League. Yeah.
You come into my territory and expect to win?
Let's go
Expect
stop
a win. That's cool they made a new Grimm for this. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, they did the crossover comics, yeah. Okay. I'm really liking the design of the Justice League in this, I'll be honest. I do like the design of them. The animation style's kind of, like, on Wonder Woman it looks kind of weird, especially Clark's face in shots looks kind of strange. But, like, design of, like, their costumes and everything, especially Green Lantern, Jessica Cruz over there, it's awesome. And I like Flash, too. I like his design. I wish he got more screen time in actual, even though he played an important role in Part 1. But I like the fact that the Grimm are just there. They don't know why. Who's Kilgore working with? And you have the RWBY characters looking like themselves, essentially. Like, there's some minor shifts in their looks here. But, like, it's not to the point where you can't, okay, here's the comparison to kind of make my point come across easier. Their adaptation to this world is more simplified than some of the characters in the Justice League in Part 1 going to Remnant, or in terms of this animated or whatever world they were trying to call Kilgore, where they were sent to the cyber world or whatever, where their looks were majorly different. Like, obviously, it was clear that was Superman, but very different outfit. Flash, same thing. Flash looked really different. Here, the RWBY characters look pretty almost identical to what they look like back in Remnant. So they could have easily changed them up quite a bit, but keep them. I'm wondering as well, is it just going to be Team RWBY? We're not going to see anybody else, because we saw a fair amount of other people from the RWBY cast on the RWBY show in the part 1. So maybe in this instance, we're just getting them in Justice League's world, and then we get other characters that they're probably not showing in the marketing that's going to pop up, that's going to be just in part 2 who didn't pop up in part 1. Maybe we'll see that. But yeah, I overall, I'm curious about this, you know? Like I said, if part 1 disappointed me, probably wouldn't be interested in part 2, really. Probably would still watch it, but I'm definitely more curious and actually pretty interested in see what they do in part 2 here, because I like the fact that we're in Justice League's world, because some of the character designs from, you know, when the Justice League went over to Remnant, it was okay. Others were not that good. But here, like, this transition for RWBY, the Team RWBY, looks great. They look awesome. I like the little eye thing or whatever. That's funny. But overall, we'll see what happens. Pretty interesting. So anyway, what do you guys think of the trailer? I'm curious to know your thoughts, guys, about the trailer. I'm curious to know your thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have, guys, please let me know in the comments below. You guys excited for part 2? Let me know your thoughts as well. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.